I'm not afraid of Meghan Markle.
But it's going to be juicy. Oh yes, juicy, because I have some information about Harry and Meghan and what they're doing on social media.
Meghan Markle is a third-rate, shall we say, greaser and bully. I'm used to first-rate bullies, so she doesn't frighten me in the slightest.
It looks as if there are things happening with some things around Harry and another woman, things happening around relationships in general. These are normal things in life that happen because, you know, we all are fallible. We all have imperfect lives, and these things tend to make their way within the cycle of life. Generally. So Lady C came out and she said someone very, very high up at the state level,
if she even dared to step out of line, I'd squash her with the same unstoppable force an elephant uses to flatten an ant beneath its feet. Lady P, what's your reaction to the latest buzz from New Idea claiming that Meghan wants Harry to take you to court? It seems like you've really hit a nerve with her. But honestly, I'm not scared of Meghan Markle one bit. She's a third-rate player in this game, or as some might say, a greaser and a bully at best. I've dealt with top-tier bullies before, people that truly know how to intimidate. Compared to them, she doesn't intimidate me in the slightest. Honestly, if she ever tried to test me, it would be like watching an elephant casually crush an ant without breaking a sweat. Now, about those rumors swirling around Meghan wanting Harry to sue you, what's your take? It looks like you've really gotten under her skin, which is saying something. Yet, I can't wrap my head around how I supposedly got her riled up when she rarely even pays attention to anything anyone says. She's got her own narrative.
Shall we say, greaser and bully. I'm used to first-rate bullies, so she doesn't frighten me in the slightest. And if she tried anything on for size, I'd crush her the way an elephant crushes an ant. Lady C, what do you have to say about New Idea reporting that Meghan would like Harry to sue you? Evidently, you've got under her skin. Well, I don't understand how I could possibly have got under her skin when she never looks at anything that anybody says. We have her own account for that.
Spinning her own version of the story. So, when it comes to all these claims, there's absolutely no truth behind them concerning Lady P. Before we dive deeper into the story about Colin Campbell, take a moment to imagine something. Picture your children one day, years from now, sitting beside you with wide eyes, eager to ask just one more question about your childhood adventures, your secret family recipe, or a cherished memory you never shared before. Those moments, the stories that make up your life, are precious and irreplaceable. That's exactly why we created Remember Me, the Family Vault. It's a special place designed just for you to safely store those treasured memories, your voice, and all the little details your loved ones will want to keep close to their hearts long after you're gone. Don't wait for a someday that might never come. Take this moment now, scan the QR code on your screen, or click the link in the description below to start preserving your stories today. Because memories are the greatest gifts we can leave behind. Now,
in government reached out to her and confirmed some information around the children of Harry and Meghan, which I did speak about in a previous video, but also that Harry has been seeing someone, that he has been seeing another woman, and that he is in love, and that this other woman is in love with him. And there was talk of Meghan, or at least what was also said is that Meghan had found some text messages on Harry's phone that confirmed this information.
back to the story at hand. If this couple is as strong and united as their public relations team insists, then why does Montecito feel so utterly charged with tension right now? The energy in the air isn't just your typical buzz. It's heavy, almost suffocating. And there's a sudden, strange shift in the public story. It's gone from a confident, independent royal adventure to what feels like desperate, late-night attempts to hush things up and manage a crisis behind the scenes. When a wildfire rages, you don't just stand and watch the smoke curl into the sky. You dig through the ashes, searching for that tiny hidden spark that started it all. According to the buzz in the industry whispers that no one dares to fully confirm the spark, the source of this tension seems to lie somewhere very close to Colin Campbell. This story goes far beyond a simple clash over security measures or disagreements about podcast deals. At its heart lies a far more unsettling and damaging narrative. Central to the allegations brought forward by Lady C is the involvement of a mysterious woman who is rumored to have a close connection with Prince Harry right there in California, where the spotlight is already blindingly bright.
Which has headlined Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's upset over what they describe as unfounded affair claims. They report thus standing united against vicious rumours. This from the magazine. There is, of course, no truth to Lady Colin Campbell's rumours, and the couple remain a united front. An insider telling the magazine, Harry's fed up with these outrageous claims. What isn't helping their situation is the fact they've studiously ignored Lady C, who has for the past 5 years even claimed that Meghan didn't give birth to either Archie or Lilibet, an insider tells New Idea. It's probably why her new claims about a mistress and Meghan discovering damning texts have gone viral. But suggesting Harry and this woman have been seen out and about is bizarre in a world of smartphones. Where the couple do differ, however, is how to handle the situation. Lady C has a long history of causing problems for the pair, and Meghan, who turns 45 this week, is ready to fight back.
According to whispers and rumours swirling behind closed doors, Meghan supposedly stumbled upon explicit and unmistakable text messages exchanged between Harry and this unnamed female friend. What followed, sources say, was an intense and explosive confrontation filled with raised voices and heartbreak happening away from public eyes. These claims suggest something far darker than a simple momentary lapse, an ongoing reckless relationship that wasn't hidden as carefully as one might expect from someone of his stature. Locals say they've spotted them together, out and about in nearby neighborhoods, fueling the fire of speculation and raising uncomfortable questions. But let's pause here for just a moment and really think about this from a rational, practical perspective. We live in an era where nearly everyone carries a smartphone capable of capturing crystal clear, high-definition images and videos at any time, essentially a 24/7 paparazzi at everyone's fingertips. So how, in a world buzzing with social media...
Okay, Lady C, you are also responding today to claims that the story may have been given to you, actually indirectly, by Meghan Markle, some suggestion that potentially she is trying to catch you out in a lie. So we've got a lot to get into. You just take it away.
In fact, ironically enough, they've paid a very handsome amount of money to serialize my first Diana book. Which would have been in 1992. So I suppose I have a little bit of affection for them when I think of all of that wonderful, filthy lucre. But it's ludicrous. First of all, I have never said, and this is where all these idiots will always fall flat on their faces. You need to have a reason for suing someone.
Could a prince who's recognized worldwide possibly wander around openly with a secret companion and not have at least one picture surface online? It's puzzling, almost unthinkable, given the relentless eyes of the public and press glued to his every move. Yet, somehow, this story remains shrouded in shadows, making the truth seem even more elusive and mysterious. Take a moment to let this sink in. Imagine Prince Harry, a man whose face graces headlines and covers all around the globe, from the bustling streets of London to the neon-lit corners of Tokyo. casually wandering the vibrant public streets of California, hand in hand with a mysterious woman no one has ever seen before. It sounds almost surreal, doesn't it? But that's exactly what some rumors are suggesting. Now, add an even more complicated layer to this story. There's Lady C. For the past 5 years, she's been the shadow lingering around Harry and Meghan's narrative, persistently throwing out wild claims, including the shocking and unfounded accusation that Meghan wasn't the biological mother of either Archie or Lilibet. According to insiders who spoke to New Idea, Lady C's relentless campaign hasn't made anything easier for the couple. And just when you think the story couldn't get any more tangled, Lady C drops fresh allegations about a secret mistress and supposedly incriminating text messages Meghan allegedly discovered.
Harry, 41, meanwhile, is having a hard time reminding his wife that it's not usually the royal way to take legal action, coming from the guy who sued all and sundry, especially when they're trying to get back in his father's good graces. As a royal, Harry refuses to engage in this type of low-level gossip, but it's distressing for Meghan, who wanted to shut down this woman's outrageous claims years ago, says the insider. The timing couldn't be worse. This story exploded right when they're trying to ingratiate themselves with the king. Things were already tense between Meghan and Harry after she posted those pics at Althorpe. Harry's frustrations at her inability to understand how royals work have reached fever pitch. Certainly don't sound too united to me. New Idea. Further adding to the couple's woes, Harry has reportedly been stung with his share in a whopping $34 million legal bill after losing his privacy case against the publishers of the Daily Mail.
Naturally, these sensational claims have taken social media by storm, spreading like wildfire. Yet, in a world where smartphones capture every moment and viral videos surface in seconds, it seems almost unbelievable that Prince Harry and this mysterious woman could be casually spotted out and about without anyone snapping a photo or recording a single glimpse. Still, people handle these chaos-filled rumors in different ways. While Lady C has a long history of stirring the pot and creating headaches for Harry and Meghan, it appears Meghan, who's about to celebrate her 45th birthday, is more than prepared to stand her ground this time. The drama has escalated to a point where Lady C herself has felt compelled to respond, even refuting suggestions that the entire story might have been orchestrated. This ongoing chess game of claims and counterclaims is far from over, and it's pulling the world's attention deeper into their tangled web of secrecy, suspicion, and strife. There's been a lot of talk swirling around, and it's even suggested, some say indirectly by Meghan Markle herself, that she might be trying to trip you up, catch you in a contradiction, or maybe even a lie. So, buckle up, because there's a lot to unpack here, and it's as intense as it gets.
If Meghan is going to sue me, she has to have a sound reason for suing me. She and Harry have exposed themselves as having a track record of issuing frivolous lawsuits that they have been decreasingly able to get away with, pulling the wool over the court's eyes. Let's remember Meghan's lawsuit against Associated Newspapers for breach of copyright and invasion of privacy. Remember the one where she lied and the judge more or less said that she lied, but he was going to let her get away with it, Mr. Justice Warby. But she didn't get any damages. It was not a victory. I don't remember what the damages were now, something like £1. That means it's a loss. Harry, well, we all know about what's happened with Associated Newspapers recently. What's she going to sue me for?
Now, let's dive right in. First off, this notion that I've ever said I'm chasing someone down or pursuing them, that's just plain nonsense. And anyone who thinks otherwise is setting themselves up for a big fall. The whole idea of me crafting some elaborate scheme to get close to someone is laughably naive, even downright clumsy. It's like something out of a poorly written thriller with zero finesse. Now, the way Lady C responded to all this, it was nothing short of masterful. Not only did she stand her ground defending her American political contacts, but she did so while proudly showcasing her extensive institutional knowledge. She wasn't just making empty claims. This was a declaration backed by nearly 50 years of consistent historical accuracy. She has an impressive catalogue of published royal biographies, a reputation in the media for reliability that's hard to dispute, and that's not even the half of it. Throughout her career, she's maintained an ironclad commitment to truth, something she doesn't say lightly. Lady C didn't hesitate to contrast her career with what she called Meghan and Harry's spotty and unreliable track record. She painted a picture of them as consistently prone to bending the truth, while she stood confidently on the foundation of never having printed a single word that was untrue, defamatory, or unfair, at least in her own view.
What's she going to sue me for? Observing that on the 14th of January 2019, the baby bump managed to be captured by the very reputable Getty News photographers as having dove from her abdomen to between her knees. The photographs are there for all to see. What's she going to sue me for? Saying that on the 16th of January 2019, when she, by her own account, had ideations, and that she'd been curled up in a ball and just distraught and wanted to do away with herself. But the only reason why she didn't was because she loved H so much that she just couldn't do that to him, of course.
This is important because it frames her as legally untouchable, someone who believes her spotless reputation will protect her no matter what. It's a bold stand, filled with confidence and just a hint of defiance. This part of the story sets the tone for everything that follows, where truth, reputation, and media influence collide in a way that's as dramatic as any royal saga. Lady C's relentless campaign against the Duchess of Sussex is far more than a petty squabble over podcast contracts or streaming deals. It's a fierce, deeply ingrained battle rooted in years of bitter personal and ideological clashes. For over 5 relentless years, Lady C has unleashed withering, cutting insults, painting Meghan as a slick, manipulative fraud who lacks even a hint of genuine grace or traditional poise. In Lady C's staunchly traditional world, Meghan is not just an outsider, but a dangerous force of inauthenticity. She is viewed as a Hollywood opportunist, a figure trying to cloak herself in the ancient, time-honored aura of royal dignity, a weight that demands respect and understanding of centuries of duty and sacrifice. According to Lady C, Meghan is dangerously out of place, disrespecting the sacred traditions she pretends to embrace. This simmering animosity hasn't remained quiet. It has escalated into something far more intense and unsettling. What really takes this vendetta to its darkest edge is the shocking lengths to which Lady C's relatives will go, pushing wild, radical conspiracy theories that question the very legitimacy of Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet's births. These claims are bold, controversial, and deeply divisive, striking at the heart of the royal family's lineage and stirring controversy the world over. The tension erupted publicly when New Idea magazine ran a headline-grabbing story exposing Meghan's fierce determination to fight back, revealing her plans to pursue legal avenues to protect her family's dignity and silence these inflammatory accusations. The article painted a vivid picture of a woman's courageous stand amid a storm of persistent attacks, setting the stage for an ongoing battlefield that is as personal as it is public. The saga unfolding here is not just about fame and power, it is about legacy, identity, and a fight for respect that has captured global attention. Instead of quietly retreating to strategize with legal experts behind closed doors, Lady C took a bold, unexpected leap that caught everyone off guard. sitting alone in front of her camera. In the familiar yet intimate setting of her YouTube channel, she unleashed a message unlike anything the media had heard before. No scripts, no polished statements, just raw, unfiltered resolve. Her eyes locked on the lens with a fierce determination, her voice steady and unwavering as she hurled down a gauntlet that rippled like lightning through the entire media world. "Go ahead, sue me. I'll see you in court," she declared bluntly. But then came the real bombshell. "You think Paul Dacre is tough? Try me." To truly appreciate the weight behind Lady C's dare, you need to understand who Paul Dacre really is. In the landscape of British media and establishment power, Dacre is a towering figure. As the longtime editor-in-chief of the Daily Mail, he earned a reputation as an unrelenting, formidable force, someone whose courtroom tactics are legendary for their sheer ruthlessness and strategic mastery. He's been a fortress of influence, known for dismantling legal challenges against his paper with terrifying efficiency. So when Lady C publicly claimed she was tougher, more relentless, and mentally fiercer than Dacre, it wasn't just bravado, it was a seismic declaration of fearless intent. In that moment, she positioned herself not merely as a defender but as an immovable juggernaut, daring the Sussexes and anyone else to test her resolve. She wasn't just backing down, she was rewriting the rules of engagement and drawing a line in the sand that few would dare cross. The entire saga was about to enter a new, more electrifying chapter. Serve her with formal legal papers. Why does Lady C radiate such an unshakable, almost unnerving level of confidence that Meghan will never take those threats to the courtroom and force her to face a judge? The answer is deeply rooted in a painful and pivotal legal moment from 2021, a moment that still looms over the Duchess like a heavy, dark storm cloud ready to burst at any moment. Back in 2021, during Meghan's high-profile privacy lawsuit against Associated Newspapers, which revolved around the unauthorized publication of a deeply personal letter she had penned to her father, Thomas Markle, the courtroom drama reached a fever pitch. But what made this case truly explosive was what the judge uncovered. In a stunning revelation that sent shockwaves through the public narrative, the judge highlighted that Meghan had provided misleading and untruthful testimony about her covert communications with the authors of the biography Times, Finding Freedom. Suddenly, the story took an unexpected turn. The Duchess was caught between her words and the truth. This legal drama forced Meghan's hand, compelling her to issue a formal, and somewhat humbling, apology to the court. She described the false statements not as intentional deception, but as a deeply regrettable lapse in memory, a tragic slip in what should have been her honest account. And even now, that moment of public scrutiny hasn't faded. It still shadows the Duchess's legal credibility, making Lady C's calculated calm appear far from accidental. If you want to stay fully in the loop with the most riveting, unfiltered, and meticulously researched royal stories, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button right now. The Royal Report promises to bring you every twist and turn in this ongoing saga. And yet, despite the intense spotlight on Lady C's bold, theatrical legal bravado, a style that has earned her both admiration and fierce criticism, she remains a figure of relentless controversy, keeping audiences worldwide glued to every word. She has become a profoundly polarizing presence, one who divides audiences and sparks heated debate wherever she appears. Her delivery is unmistakable, laced with cutting sarcasm, punctuated by exaggerated eye rolls and sharp, almost theatrical bursts of laughter that can feel more performative than genuine. Many seasoned commentators and seasoned analysts have weighed in, arguing that her style crosses a crucial line. What some see as bold, unfiltered truth-telling, others interpret as a form of harsh and vindictive online bullying, veering away from thoughtful critique into territory that feels unnecessarily cruel and personal. Yet, despite the sharp edges of her remarks, she has crafted an image of herself as a fearless warrior of transparency, a relentless demolisher of the carefully constructed facades that often surround celebrity activism today. But what's truly unfolding beneath the surface of these public clashes is far greater and far more complex than just a personal spat played out over social media platforms or broadcast channels. This is a significant cultural confrontation, an epic tug-of-war stretching back through centuries of tradition and power. On one side stands the regal discipline of British royal protocol, steeped in centuries-old customs, promoting stoic dignity and silent endurance, where discretion and quiet respect are the ruling principles. On the other side rises the brash, unapologetic ethos of modern American celebrity culture, built on emotional openness, outspoken activism, and a savvy mastery of media influence and audience connection. This isn't just about two personalities vying for dominance, it's about two vastly different worlds colliding. Traditional media thrives on stringent accountability, skeptical scrutiny, and the careful upholding of long-established social hierarchies. Meanwhile, the new influencer-driven landscape is all about owning your story, sculpting an image of empowerment, and directly engaging with a global audience to build loyalty and drive a personal brand forward. Meghan Markle perfectly symbolizes this seismic shift from reserved royalty to a bold post-royal figure who navigates the blurred lines of fame with strategic storytelling and media control. Conversely, Lady C positions herself as the unforgiving guardian of old-fashioned scrutiny, determined to maintain the harsh spotlight on those navigating this new terrain and unearthing every imperfection along the way. This clash is a fascinating reflection of a world in flux, a battle not only for public opinion, but for the very future of how tradition and modernity can coexist. It's a story about power, identity, and the redefining of what it means to be a public figure in an era where personal narrative reigns supreme. The stakes couldn't be higher as this intense battle pushes forward, no matter the toll on those caught in the crossfire. Hanging over everything is the looming threat of a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, a dark cloud that intensifies the drama with every passing moment. Fans, critics, and global onlookers all hold their breath, waiting to see who will crack first in this gripping showdown of wills. Will Meghan Markle step into the spotlight and take the ultimate risk? Imagine the chaos if she opens the door to her most private communications texts, emails, and financial records all laid bare in a highly charged, televised courtroom drama. It's a gamble that could either clear her name once and for all or complicate matters beyond repair. On the other side, the enormous legal expenses tied to Prince Harry's battles, combined with the terrifying possibility of explosive discoveries made under oath, might force the Sussexes into a painful silence. They could be trapped in a frustrating holding pattern, watching helplessly as their fiercest detractors chip away at everything they've built, piece by piece. The tension is mounting, and with every layer peeled back from this royal saga, the perfectly crafted image of the Montecito dream starts to crumble. Behind the glamour and headlines, deeper truths emerge, painting a far more complicated picture than anyone expected. What lies beneath this glittering surface? What does it all mean for Meghan, Harry, and their legacy? Now, we want to hear from you. How do you feel about Lady C's scathing accusations? What's your take on Meghan's precarious legal battle? Share your thoughts and insights down in the comments below. This story is far from over, and your voice matters. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and subscribe to stay updated on every twist and turn. Make sure to share this video with friends who love royal drama as much as you do. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next deep dive right here on Royal Report.